Alright, hello boys and girls, welcome to Homeschool Academy. This is week number 28 of 4th grade science and technology class. We're going to be talking about interaction of living organisms today. Describe the different types of living organisms and how living things actually interact with each other. Alright, so there are two major categories of living organisms based on their interaction with each other. There are what we call the producers. Okay, so don't forget that, producers. Okay, and then there are consumers. Okay, so what are producers? Producers are going to be predominantly plants because they don't depend on any other living organism to make their food. They only take in the sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make their food. So they are called producers. And examples are going to be things like algae, bacteria, and of course plants as well. Plants are going to be vegetables, and so on and so forth. All those things are producers because they produce their own foods, okay, through a process called photosynthesis. Don't forget that. And then there are consumers as well, which are predominantly animals which depend directly or indirectly on producers for food. Okay, but then there are three major categories of consumers. There are herbivores. Okay, say that with me. Say herbivores. Okay, herbivores. And then there are carnivores. Say carnivores. Carnivores. And then there are omnivores. Okay, say omnivores. All right. So what are herbivores? Herbivores are going to be animals that feed exclusively on plants. They are going to be things like sheep, goats, horse, cows, and all those kind of animals. They just eat plants. But then carnivores are going to be those that feed on other animals. Oh, like lions and tigers and cat eating fish and all this carnivores, okay? But then omnivores are going to be those that can feed both on plants and animals, and they include humans. Do you eat fish sometimes? Yeah, you eat chicken sometimes. And at the same time, you want to eat your cucumbers, you want to eat your potatoes. Well, you can eat on plants and animals. We are called omnivores. And pigs as well can be like that. Okay. And then there is another category of living organisms that we call detritivores. Okay. Detritivores. These are organisms that eat dead plants and animals, such as vultures. Okay, so those are detritivores. Okay, and then there are decomposers. So decomposers are organisms that turn organic waste into inorganic materials, such as soil full of nutrients, which make all the plants grow. And examples of decomposers are going to be like fungi and some bacteria, and then they complete the cycle. So the cycle goes back to producers, and then from producers to consumers, consumers to detritivores, and from detritivores to decomposers. And then the cycle goes on and on and on and on. Alright, so you're welcome to click on the link over here to see additional details on page number 56 and answer those questions over there. How will a goat interact with its environment? Simply put, a goat is going to eat on plants because they are what? Herbivores. How will a lion eat on its environment? A lion is going to eat another animal. He doesn't eat plants. How will humans interact with plants and animals? Well, we eat both plants and animals. What do plants need to produce food? Sunlight, water, carbon dioxide through photosynthesis. Alright, so that's what I've got for you today, boys and girls. I want to thank you for joining me. Remember, God cares about you and so do we. Bye-bye.
I'll be your hero's buddy, and as you study with heroes born.